Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today and finding some time out of your busy schedules to attend our webinar. The topic of today's session is Get Your Online Store Ready for Holiday Shopping Season. Our session will include a question and answer section after the presentations of our speakers. So please feel free to put your questions into the chat box and we'll answer them after the speeches are over. Also, the session is recorded and one day after the webinar, you will receive a follow-up email containing the full deck of the webinar and the recording. Today's session is hosted and organized by Wiser and Promoter companies, and before we start, I would like to mention in a few words who those companies are and why we think we are entitled to speak on today's topic. Promoter company has been providing complex online marketing services for 10 years now, since 2004. Since that time, we have gained Google Analytics and Google AdWords partnership certificates, won a couple of top SEO badges and nominations by Promotion World magazine. Also, we have become marketing partners of Shopify, BigCommerce, and Xcart e-commerce platforms, and have worked with more than 350 clients worldwide, helping them solve various online marketing issues they faced. Our friends, Wiser, founded in 2012, is a San Francisco-based startup that provides a complete suite of solutions to give retailers, brands, and manufacturers the edge to stay both competitive and, most importantly, profitable. Wiser's flagship product is Wiser Pricer, a full-featured dynamic pricing and merchandising engine that monitors, analyzes, and reprices retail products in real time. Wiser also offers a map monitoring solution, Wise Mapper, for brands and manufacturers to monitor and protect their pricing across the thousands of retailers selling their products. And now I would like to introduce our today's speakers. The first one to speak is going to be Luke Lin. As Wiser's head of pricing and analytics, Luke pioneers new innovations in the realm of e-commerce pricing intelligence and automation. He's a former pricing leader at GE Intelligent Platforms with several years of experience in software, automation, and intelligence, and a graduate of GE's prestigious financial management program with deep experience in developing automated solutions for complex organizations. He graduated from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and is an avid college basketball fan. The second to speak today is going to be me. My name is Anna Karolek. Currently, I am marketing manager at Promoter Company, and in past, I started as search engine optimization consultant at Promoter. As a consultant, I have worked with large sites of the gambling, dating, travel, and e-commerce niche. I'm currently Google Analytics certified individual. I regularly contribute to Promoter and external blogs, speak at webinars, and currently I manage, oversee all marketing activities of Promoter in English-speaking markets, including search engine marketing, search engine optimization, social media, content marketing, email marketing, and events. And now I'm ready to finally pass the word to Luke, who will actually share his insights on today's topic.
Thanks, Anna. Let's see. Actually, if you want to continue showing that same PowerPoint, I think it's just the same. Let's see. Let's see. Hi, can you, Anna, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. You're good?
Okay. Yes, I'm going to start the PowerPoint here in a second. Here we go.
Yeah, that's okay.
Excellent. So, yeah, it's once again, my name is Luke Lin. I'm the head of pricing and analytics here at Wiser. And what we'll take you through today is just, we'll start off with some predictions for 2014 and the holiday shopping season. We'll talk about 5 different strategies that we think are particularly pertinent for this year's holiday season, and kind of wrap it up with what we call our data-driven approach to making sure that you're continuously optimizing your pricing strategy. So we'll start off with our predictions for 2014 here, and you know, what we're seeing, as we all know and are familiar with, is that the online space is really growing at an unprecedented rate. In 2014, we're estimating that sales are going to grow 8 to 11% purely in the online space, which will actually, holiday sales are expected to make up of almost 1/5 of the retail industry's annual $3.2 trillion in sales.
Look, I'm sorry to interrupt.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, but I think you are only seeing a part of your slides, kind of the left-right corner. Can you try to make it smaller so that we can see the whole slide?
You can't see my...
Yeah, we can only see like predictions 4 and then it's cut.
Okay. Actually, why don't we just, if you want to continue showing the same PowerPoint, I think it's
we can switch back to mine.
Yeah.
And just give me a minute. But you will have to tell me when I need to switch.
I'll let you know, yes.
Sorry guys, some technical issues.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. So like I was saying, for 2014, we're expecting some really, really great growth here year over year, 8 to 11%. And in particular, if you think about these categories that we have highlighted here, these are really what we think of as the top categories for the consumer wish list. So apparel, gift cards, toys, and definitely electronics. So if you're playing in one of these spaces, this is definitely the fourth quarter is your time to shine. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide, and we'll briefly go over the 5 different areas when we talk about where we found some insights from last year, and we want to talk about predictions for next year. And what we did is we collaborated with industry experts to identify these trends or these strategic areas, and these are really some areas that we think should be definitely at the top of your mind as you plan your holiday pricing strategy for this year. So as we go to the next slide, we'll deep dive into mobile a little bit. So as we all know, mobile is here. It's accessible, it's easy to use, and it's growing. It's one of the fastest growing channels ever of all time if you think about the commerce industry and the retail industry. And in 2014 alone, we saw mobile usage go up by 25% for online retail traffic. And when it comes to mobile, it's not just what we think of as mobile apps, but also your mobile website. And as customers are spending more and more time on mobile, what's really important is making sure that you have a clean interface, it's easy to navigate, and checkout is extremely easy as you think about both your app and your website. By making sure that you're responsive and you're optimized, you can definitely capitalize on this growing trend and make sure that you're positioned for success. As we go to the next one, it's search engine optimization. And once again, as we're all aware, search is ubiquitous in the space, particularly e-commerce, and that isn't going to change anytime soon. When we think about search engine optimization, it's one of those fundamentals for e-commerce that can really help you distinguish your business for success. What we found is 96% of web searches actually begin with an engine, and last year we actually found that 1/3 of online consumers started their search for products through an engine such as Google. So really some tips and tricks or things to remember for search engine optimization is making sure that you're optimizing your website so that you do get noticed by consumers. We are in the era of having great design, and making sure that you have a good design will ensure that you're noticed by your consumers, and you can really differentiate your business by doing so. The other side of this is making sure that you have a good control over the data, making sure that you're continuously monitoring and evaluating your ad spend on search engines, and making sure that you're optimizing your SEO strategy and adjusting your spending so it aligns with what you want to do with your assortment. On the next slide is all about OmniChannel Retail, and what we're finding is you really want to make sure that your pricing strategy is consistent across all of your channels, making sure whether you're selling in a particular marketplace or you're selling on Amazon, or even the dichotomy between your brick and mortar and your online presence. You just want to make sure that everything ties together at the end of the day. A really interesting fact we found is that 2/3 of shoppers will use their phone while they're actually in a store. And the importance of this is just that as a lot of big retailers are finding out, making sure that your in-store pricing is palatable against with e-commerce growing is something that's extremely important. A great example of that this year is actually Best Buy's new in-store policy in which they've said that they'll price match any price from a designated online retailer, making sure that they don't lose out on price across their brick and mortar stores. As we go to the next slide, this one's also what we think of as an e-commerce fundamental, but cannot be touted enough for its importance, and that's shipping. I've probably heard it 100 times, but does not diminish its importance of making sure that you have a great shipping policy. According to the ComScore, 93% of shoppers take some form of action to qualify for free shopping, and a lot of them will actually add items to their cart to qualify. So what we really recommend here for shipping is a couple approaches. One of which is really know your prices, the prices of your top products in relation to your free shipping benchmark. If your benchmark is $50 for free shipping, you should definitely plan your strategy around that. And a good approach is doing a market basket analysis and to understand which products are bought together and then optimizing your pricing so customers are really incentivized to buy that extra item or two to qualify for free shipping. And our last strategy that we want to talk about and really spend some time on is dynamic pricing. And this is definitely something that's relatively new to the space of e-commerce, but absolutely extremely important. As you think about some of the people who are pioneering the way, like Amazon and Walmart, people who have really mastered dynamic pricing, they've actually found great rewards. And if you're not familiar with dynamic pricing, what it effectively is actively repricing your inventory online so that you're continuously adjusting to customer demands and marketplace dynamics. Some really interesting feedback that we found is, Amazon, they adopted a dynamic pricing, and but from 2012 to 2013 increased their revenue 27%. And Walmart actually grew their online sales by 30% in 2013 as they started adopting dynamic pricing. Some specifics, they say Sears in 2012, they actually changed prices on 25% of their inventory and actually saw a 17% growth in their online sales. So with robo pricing, or what we think of as automatic repricing leading the way, it's really important to really cater your pricing strategy so that you're positioned in a way to optimize in a dynamic place. So with that, we'd like to deep dive a little bit into, we've talked a lot about these different strategies, in particular dynamic pricing, is how do we really approach that and what do we think about? And at Wiser, what we have is a three-step method of what we call a data-driven approach to pricing. The first step, it really starts with data and making sure that you have the absolute best intelligence about the marketplace and your customers and their preferences and how that impacts demand. So really making sure you understand what's going on in the marketplace. The second step is, we all have a very finite amount of time and resources, and we're all very familiar with getting into time crunches. So prioritization is an absolute must. Making sure that you cater your pricing strategy around the areas where you can be either more competitive or places where you can optimize your margins. And then finally, with good intelligence and laser focus, the last part really falls on execution. And keeping your eyes on the prize, making sure that you carry out your strategy and monitoring, evaluating your results every step of the way with really good data and data collection mechanisms will make sure that you're continuously optimizing your strategy, adjusting it, pivoting along the way so that you're making sure that you're optimizing your time and your resources. And at Wiser, we've worked with several retailers with this approach, and the results have been stellar. Sometimes a 7% increase in bottom line profit, or even up to 22% increase in sales revenue. And the key thing to remember here is, when you take a data-driven approach to pricing, specifically with something as advanced as dynamic repricing is, it's not a race to the bottom. You don't have to slash prices, but by using data, by using competitive intelligence and prioritizing your efforts, you really have an opportunity to optimize your pricing strategy with strong monitoring and evaluation. And finally, we'd like to close out here with just a few things to remember with your dynamic pricing strategy and some nuances as you think about developing this for your business, which, first law of business here is know thy competitor, know what they're offering at, understand the marketplace dynamics. Other things to really consider is looking for, that time of week. There's a lot of seasonality if you think about which day of the week or what time of day, and really running the numbers and understanding what's going on with your customer. Once again, the intelligence is very important. Managing supply and demand and understanding your price elasticity, cross-price elasticity, is a deep, deep understanding of your assortment and how your assortment plays out within itself. And then finally, using historical data to do forecasts and optimization to make sure that you're once again, you're really using data to drive your strategy and understanding what how to automate your repricing. So I'll leave you just with this one tidbit, and that's just price cutting a race to the bottom. That's a losing battle, and that's not what we're in the business for. We're really in the business to make sure that we're driving value to our customers and creating value for the marketplace. And using data and understanding the intelligence side of it for optimizing for profit is a great approach and a great way to really distinguish yourself in the marketplace. And with that, I'd like to go ahead and pass the ball back over to Anna, who's going to talk to us a little bit more about some pre-holiday habits.
Thank you so much, Luke. It was really practical, and I would like to step a little bit back and look at it from more general marketing strategic point. So to understand better our customers, we surely need to understand what they tend to do before the holidays, and of course we want to be practical about it and to make some benefit out of it. So let's look. Some outstanding habits of consumers during the pre-holiday season are the following. So about 40% of consumers begin their holiday shopping before the Halloween. So it means that you might have already lost a fraction of those people, but well, good news that there are still 60% left, and there is only 1 week left before the Halloween, so you can still catch up with those buyers. Consumers who shop in November spend 14% more than the average shopper in December. So again, probably those who procrastinate till December, they kind of care about people who they gift shop for a little bit less, so they tend to spend less money on gifts and presents. 2-3 weeks before Christmas, people start searching for Christmas party goods and ideas, and they start shopping for Christmas snacks 1 week before Christmas. 75% of shoppers use Facebook to search for seasonal discounts and offers, and 60% of women use Pinterest to search for gift buying and home decoration ideas. So what those facts can hint us in terms of our marketing strategies? First of all, if lots of people start shopping and planning their holiday activities beforehand, this is exactly what we need to do. So we need to make sure that we put all and every step we are going to take on paper or into Excel file. Doesn't matter. If consumers tend to spend more in November, we need to make sure that we allocate the maximum of our marketing budget on more expensive products in November and leave cheaper products for last-minute shoppers in December. 2-3 weeks before Christmas, people start searching for Christmas party ideas, and this is not just a good tip for companies that actually sell home decoration things. This is also a good idea for any company selling, any goods online, because you can start creating content trying to catch and engage with those people who are, and almost everybody starts actually searching for some home decoration and party planning ideas 2-3 weeks before Christmas. And if, let's say, you are selling, I don't know, furniture or anything, but you just launch a couple of nice stories at your blog telling people how to decorate their homes better, and 1 week before Christmas what great recipes you can cook. It is just the first point of contact, and this is a good idea to try to hook your potential customers with this kind of content. So shoppers look for seasonal discounts on Facebook. Well, it's pretty straightforward. You need to work on your Facebook page. You need to make sure that it is also kind of in the mood of the holiday. The same goes to Pinterest. Pinterest is well known for being a great showroom. So it's not exactly the direct point of sales, but again, this is a great engaging point. And you need to make sure that all the products that are kind of in the mood of Christmas are showcased on your Pinterest page. Some other holiday marketing tips. Remember that this season is super emotional, and even if your target audience are lawyers or dentists, and you have decided that your overall brand image is very serious and formal, for this season you can forget about it. You need to become as informal, as friendly, as heartwarming and sentimental as possible, because all of those people, lawyers and dentists, for a while they stop being lawyers and dentists. They're just people. So they all like pretty much the same things, and they all fall for pretty much the same things. Creating rush and urgency is as effective as ever. Well, probably lots of marketing tactics during this season are getting more effective because the demand grows, and well, everything that used to work well now works extremely well. But probably during this time of the year, creating urgency things like free shipping offer ends tomorrow. This item will, I don't know, the discount for this item ends in 2 hours. Such things during the holiday season are extremely important because people actually are already in a rush, so they always do not have enough time to do all the shopping, to buy all the presents. So if you just add a little bit to it, it is going to give great feedback. There's also such an observation that small discounts measured in dollars instead of percents are more effective in mid-price goods during the season than they usually are. Maybe because of all the rush, people do not have the time to actually think about what is 5% or 10%, but when they see something like $10 off, it already adds some value pretty fast. Free shipping and free gift wrapping, again, is as important as ever, because you need to understand that during this season, the demand grows hugely, like 10 times. But it also means that the competition grows, because you're not going to be the only one pitching your potential customers with offers and discounts. So you need to understand that every little thing counts, and if you do not have free shipping offer or you do not have free gift wrapping, this small thing can make the difference to your customers, and they can choose your competition over you. And of course, hopefully this season will bring lots of new visitors to your website. So you need to revise the whole process, the whole checkout process once again, because people who have come to your website for the first time, they might be at a loss. They might not actually understand from the first sight all the advantages and merits of your online shop compared to your competition. So you need to make sure that if you have some special offers, some trust marks, something that can add value in the eyes of your potential customers, you need to make sure that you put all of those things in front of them so that they see them not only after they have completed the purchase already. Nobody needs it at that point. You need to make sure that once people come to your website, they already understand why you stand out from the competition, why you are better, and yeah, of course, just go through the usability part of your website, make sure that, well, nothing fails. How exactly you should plan your marketing strategy? Well, yeah, I start here with September. I know that it's long gone. but still, this is very important. And usually, I would say that September is kind of a technical month. So this is the month when you need to audit the kind of boring and technical stuff of your website. You need to make sure that your servers, your hosting, is capable of enduring the holiday load of traffic. You can expect it to increase 10 times. Yeah, it's kind of hopefully, yeah, but still, you need to count all the possibilities, and you need to make sure that your servers are going to endure it, that your shipping is going to work well, that all goods are going to be delivered, that you are protected from any unexpected things in terms of returns. And just a fun fact, that, well, it's not really fun for those people who have lost those money, but there is a fact that average cost of a downtime for top 10 US retailers is $165,000 per hour. Of course, probably you're not Amazon's, but you can have a pretty good idea, well, which percent of the money you can lose if during the rush hour your site is going offline. So please take care of those technical things, even, well, take care of them now if you didn't have time to take care of them in September. October would be the month for search engine optimization, because this is not too late to think of your content strategy, to think of those well, blog posts I have already mentioned, so things you can create to engage with your customers, something that is not going to be selling directly and promoting your products directly, but things where you can meet your target audience in between, on the way. And if you launch it in October, search engines will have enough time to crawl this content and to give this content enough value for it to be ranking good through November and December, when people are, well, going to be still interested in those topics. November would be the most active month, so you need to launch your marketing activities full scale. You need to focus on CPC methods, social. You need to throw all your promotions to all your social channels and make sure that you amplify it all with CPC strategies. December is already well, kind of too late to do anything about your marketing activities, well, from my point of view. Well, maybe some giveaways or last-minute promotions in social media, but that's it. December should be about already customer experience support. You should already think about how it is going to work with all products being shipped and delivered on time. And it doesn't end with December. January is also a month to think about when you plan your holiday season marketing. This is the month when you need, absolutely need to analyze the data you received during this holiday season. You need to collect feedback from your customers. You need to just sit and write down all the things that you failed to do, all the things that worked out to it best, and make sure that this data is stored securely for you to use next year. So how to stand out from the crowd? As I have already mentioned, the demand grows along with the competition. So the best and the most sophisticated thing in marketing is not to be just pitching your potential audience with offers, but to try and engage with them and tell a compelling story. And if you succeed with it, like, for example, Coca-Cola succeeded with creating an image of Santa Claus and connecting this image closely with their brand, well, you are going to succeed with your brand not only during the holiday season. So how storytelling works in a few words. first you need to define the focus group of target audience you would like to engage. It's not just all the target audience you have. You need to think of the people who are going to be most vulnerable in terms of your story. So those who are going to respond the best to, well, whatever story you can tell. Then you need to think of a voice to your story that would be most appealing to this focus group that you have chosen. It means that you basically need to choose a character that would be present throughout the story. Then when you already have the character, you need to make sure that this character is applied on all the properties that you have, all online properties and offline if you have them. And then, of course, you need to play around with it. You need to create contests, charity giveaways. Well, let's say, for example, that you are pet supply store. So you have created this cute little character, which is a small doggy that is a little elf helping Santa pack the presents. Yeah, so you can now create a charity giveaway, and you can ask your followers, your potential audience, to give some pet toys for charity, to donate them for Christmas to some dog asylum, for example. I'm just creating it from the top of my head, and I'm sure if you spend a couple of hours with your marketing team putting your heads together and thinking about a good character for your brand to tell your holiday story, you can come up with great ideas. This is just the gist of it. So you need to have a character, and you need to play around with all kinds of activities with it. And then, of course, you need to make sure that you are telling the story via every channel available. Your site, your Facebook page, Pinterest page, your ads, your banners, your blog, your email blasts. Make sure that you incorporate it in every channel you have. Now going back to probably more boring things from Santa Claus and elf stories. So CPC strategies. CPC, of course, is the strongest marketing tool that you have during the holidays, because search engine optimization is kind of voodoo tactic, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but CPC is pretty straightforward. You have money, you have your clients. But how to make the best of your CPC marketing budgets? Analysis first, always. To understand what is going to be in trend this year, or what products you need to put to the front end to make your priority. First of all, you need to listen to what your target audience is saying. You can do this with the help of BuzzSumo tool. This thing helps you monitor what your target audience is talking about. So you just need to enter a query that would belong to your niche and see what is being discussed, and more importantly, how people react to those things. So you will be able to see all those numbers of shares and the interaction in social media. So it will give you a pretty good idea of what is hot right now. Then, of course, there is such a great tool as Google Trends. And before starting your online campaign, at the stage of planning and analysis, you can check what things are trending. I've put some really basic stuff. It's pretty clear that the gift cards and scarves are going to be on the rise before Christmas, but there are some things like, for example, Ugg boots, which used to be on the rise last year, but they are not that popular this year. And if you're in fashion industry, I'm sure you've got lots of brands to analyze, and you need to prioritize them, well, according to the interest, according to the trends that are currently in the market. And of course, the strongest tool would be your Google Analytics profile. What things you need to analyze? You need to analyze what used to be popular last year to try and plan what products you can, again, prioritize and kind of put to the front this year. And again, watch for some trends getting closer to the holidays, what kind of products are selling the best, and again, what sources are performing the best, what products and from which sources are performing the best, and etc., etc. And if we talk about Google AdWords, probably the best thing that happened to Google advertising opportunities for the last couple of years is product ads, or Google shopping campaigns as they are now called. They are well known to outperform traditional non-branded AdWords searches. Well, I mean, not even within the the holiday shopping season, they outperform traditional ads like by 2 times usually. But during this season, they perform even better. Probably again because, as I have already mentioned, this is very emotional, and you need to make sure that all the visual stuff, all the emotional stuff is, well, given the priority during the season. During holiday shopping season, product ads and Google shopping campaigns tend to give 3 times more clicks and 5 times more revenue than traditional AdWords ads. So this is a clear tip for you to allocate more budget to Google shopping campaign rather than traditional AdWords campaigns. Recently, Google also introduced custom labels for shopping campaigns. It means that you can tag your product feeds however you like. This is a huge feature because you can also tag one and the same product with different tags. You can group and play around with how you segment and categorize your product feed. I mean, you can play around with it like eternally. This is a great feature, and it gives you lots of flexibility and lots of opportunities. Once you define the things that are going to be high margin for you, that are going to be high priority, best selling, and most profitable, you can prioritize and bid manage those ad groups to get the most profit out of it. One more thing about product listing ads is special offers. You can add them through Google Merchant Center. The promotions, yeah, it's pretty clear when you see such such results for Google Shopping, where almost all the goods are pretty much the same shape and color and the same price. Well, probably not in this case, but usually you would see that happen. The product that has a special tag with special offer will certainly draw people's attention, and you will get higher CTR, which will mean that you will get lower cost per click, and well, eventually more visitors and more conversions. And if we talk about traditional AdWords campaigns, it doesn't mean you have to turn them off at all if shopping is more effective. It means that you just need to work a bit differently with them. It is a known practice that during the holiday shopping season, category terms start converting 3 times better than they would usually do. So things like woolen sweaters usually would just attract traffic to your store, but during the holiday shopping season, they actually start to convert. So it would be a good idea to allocate some extra budget to more generic queries instead of brand queries, because this will be an extra opportunity to gain some new customers to your store. And of course, do not forget to consistently remarket your drop-off customers with banners, with search remarketing, because as I have previously mentioned, you are going to get lots of new customers, and of course, most of the people do not end up buying something at the store they have seen for the first time just at once. So you need to make sure that the people that do drop off do not forget about your store, and you still hunt them with some special offers, promotions, and well, abandoned shopping cart ads and etc., so that they still have a chance to go back. A great idea, of course, if you have it, to use last year's data and stats to set bids for product categories this year. Because, yeah, all the tips that you can read anywhere, all the tips that, well, we can give you are not going to be as practical and as up-to-date as your own experience. So you're the only person that knows your products the best. And if you have run CPC campaigns last year during the shopping season, holiday shopping season, you can have a pretty good idea of how bids, how high should be the bids for your products this year. The thing that pretty much correlates to enhanced campaigns in Google Shopping, to promotions in Google Merchant Center, are extensions to your ads in Google AdWords. Those things would only show up if your ad occupies position 1 and rarely position 2. But this is easily achievable if you know what you're doing, and naturally, if you add some things like special Christmas offer or free Christmas gift wrapping or something like this, it will gain you some extra fraction of attention and some extra clicks. And yeah, pretty much as with pricing, something that Luke already mentioned, with Google AdWords campaigns and with any CPC campaign, it is important to monitor and understand the peaks of activity of your shoppers, those times that people tend to buy the most at your web store. You can get this information easily from your Google Analytics account. And you need to prioritize this timing in your Google AdWords campaigns. It is especially crucial when you have a very limited budget and you cannot afford to run continuous aggressive campaigns, but you need to make it kind of very narrow and very up to the point. And yeah, back to Facebook. Facebook ads are a must during the season. If you're not doing it now, it is a good time to start, because actually you don't need an active Facebook page. But, well, actually it is a shame if you don't have an active Facebook page, but even if you don't, you still can run Facebook ads if you just create one and, well, do not actually post anything there. Offers and promotions are huge on Facebook during the season. Besides, you can make use of custom audiences on Facebook. You can upload the list of your existing customers' emails to Facebook and make sure that you remarket to them. So you can at least make sure that all of your existing customers, people who have already visited your website, that no matter where they go, they will still see offers and promotions that you have. Yeah, Facebook is not, again, as pretty much as any social platform, is not the direct point of sales. It's just the great place to build a good relationship with your potential customers. So do not just focus on direct sales, try to engage. Think about offers, promotions, charity actions that I have already mentioned. And always start from the loyal fans that you already have. Don't try to reach out too far. Start from those who already know something about your brand. It is going to be easier to motivate them to buy and to motivate them to share the message about your offer or promotion with their friends. And this is going to be a great way for you to build the audience and to build some good customer relations. So let's summarize. First of all, take care of boring and technical side of things first. Make sure that your site is going to endure all the load of traffic. Plan and write down everything you do. This is good for your current marketing plan, and this will be good for everything you do after that next year. Do not shout out your promo messages. Try to create a story and communicate it through all the channels that you got. Try to engage with your audience with helpful information about the holiday shopping and preparation on your blog, on your social channels. So again, do not pitch. Exploit social channels, be emotional, go where people are emotional and share it. Share your holiday offers and discounts there. And give the highest priority to your shopping ads because those are the things that will attract new customers, and those are the things that are easily controllable, and well, they actually work during the season. Well, thank you very much. It's pretty much everything we wanted to share with you. And if you still have some questions concerning exactly your project and you're still not sure how exactly you should work around your marketing strategy and tactics, I advise you to go and fill this form that I'm sending to chat right now. So filling out the form that you will find on that page, you will be able to connect with one of our internet marketing experts and get a brief consultation about whatever bothers you about your project. So content optimization, pay-per-click campaigns, maybe general marketing strategies or usability issues on your website. So just fill out the form and one of our experts will be in contact with you shortly. And as for our friends Wiser, they also offer you a special bonus. So if you're interested in learning more about what Wiser Pricer can do for you, or you want to try their dynamic pricing platform, we invite you to sign up for the free 14-day trial on their website, wiser.com, or reach out to one of their pricing strategists who will be happy to provide you with more information. Thank you so much once again. Let me check if we have any questions. Seems like no for now, but well, that's okay. If you come up with any questions after the session is over, you can see currently on the slide the contact details of our today's speakers. So please feel free to direct any questions directly to me or Luke. Please follow us on our social networks and blogs to stay tuned with upcoming events and more tips and practical advice that we can give you. Thank you very much for being with us. I hope that your shopping season will succeed. Have a great rest of the day, and goodbye.